Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy Ray of Amy Ray Plans, and in today's video I'm here to share my completed spreads for the month of July. This video is either going to go up August 24th or August 26th. I'm pretty positive it's the latest I've ever done a month before spreads. I normally put it up the first week of the year, or the first week of the new month, like it would have normally been up this week. But I was visiting my family and got home this week, and then I had to do two memory spreads before I filmed this one because those days were included. But anyway, we're finally getting around to showing what July looked like. I used washi from Simply Gilded. The stickers up top are Erin, Condren, Krissy Designs. Plan With Me stickers, just sadly no longer open. Bubba Bear Studios. Once More With Love, Leonard Designs, and Carlea Plans. If you do shop at Carlea Plans, hold on, I haven't hauled this yet, so, but, and I have a PR sampler too. I'm just messing up my order. I'll have to fix that, but, I have two Carlea Plans orders that I haven't, hauled yet. But if you use Amy15 to save, you do get 15% off. But also she's having a birthday sale through Monday the 24th. So I think the shop is either 30 or 35%. I'm pretty positive. But you can still mention Amy in the notes to get my sampler. Lately I've been doing, or my freebie. You pop Amy in the nose, you'll get my freebie. Lately, I was doing, or the past couple times I've been a PR person, I was doing the icons. So this time I switched it up to scripts. So I did Cuddles, Watch TV, Target, Starbucks, Happy Mail, Groceries, Read, In My Feelings, and Tidy Up. And there's all her different fonts, so you get multitude of fonts. And then you can also purchase through the end of September my sampler. This time I went with Paw Prints, TV, the bear reading the book, planner, and takeout. I love this colorway. Ashley of Ashley Tries to Plan on Instagram. She had this colorway, and I asked her if I could use it when she was in a PR, and she said yes. So thank you so much, Ashley, if you're watching this. So yeah, this one's available to purchase. This, you can always leave my freebie in the notes, or mention my name in the notes to get my freebie. Like I said, when she's not running a sale, you can also use Amy15 and you'll still get the freebie and, the 15% off. Her sale right now started Thursday the 20th and it runs through Monday the 24th. So today is Sunday, and I think I'm going to try to get this video up tomorrow, so you'll still have time to shop if you want to. She brought back her Halloween stuff as well for this release. Okay, sip of water. The pens are my Pilot Juice. Next year, I think I might try and find some new pens, because I feel like my Pilot Juice pens, there's only so many color options. And this is 2 packs in here. Then we have Krissy Designs SPC. That's Krissy Designs as well. These are all Krissy Designs on the bottom. Then we have my July monthly. I did mention it, but I want to start using a mix of monthly kits and like some months where I do my Erin Condren stickers. I really wanted to pick up an August and September monthly. I just wasn't able to, but I do have an October monthly that you'll see in my haul. So these are my, up top and on the side are Erin Condren and Krissy Designs. The washi is the Coffee Monsters Co. and Simply Gilded. We have stickers from Krissy Designs. These are from Erin Condren. Stick with Plan Co., the Coffee Monsters Co., Moonlight Paper Co., which is no longer open. Carlea Plans, Scribble Prints Co., Caress Press, Once More With Love, Magical Sticker Co., yeah, I like how it turned out. Then we have my dashboard pages. Up here we have Deco from Krissy Designs, Carlea Plans. This is from a shop that's no longer open, Glitter and Chai, I think it was. And that is Fox and Pip. The quote, all of these stickers are Krissy Designs. Up top, we have Carlea Plans and Scribble Prints Co. I read 8 books in July. I'm not doing that well in August. I'm hoping to try to squeeze 3 more books in before the month ends. I read 2,801 pages. My moods were mysterious, tense, lighthearted, emotional, dark, sad, reflective, and funny. My genres were young adult, contemporary, romance, mystery, thriller, and sports. And my average rating was a 3.81. My currently section, these are the 8 books I read, my top 10 songs on Spotify, and my top 10 artists on Spotify. And then the first week was June 29th through July 5th. I was visiting my family through the 3rd. I originally had a different kit picked out, but then I really wanted the underlays to pop, so I went with this kit, or for that kit. So I knew I had a lot to mark this week, so I switched it up, but I love this kit. This is one of my favorite 4th of July kits. I think it's called Miss Independence, and it's from Caress Press. I paired it with a mixed metal foil bundle of silver and sparkly hollow from Scribble Prints Co. Like I said, I was visiting my family up until this day. Monday, I went to Barnes & Noble, but I didn't get anything. And then I went to Dick's and I got another NYX t-shirt and some NYX stickers. So that's why I used like this jersey sticker from Scribble Prints Co. I got Starbucks. My dad and I got sushi. I spent time with my dad. Then I went out to dinner with my sister Christine, my niece Alexis, my nephew Mikey. We went to Target. It was actually really funny because I didn't get anything at Target either. So I went into Barnes & Noble and Target in the same day and didn't get anything. So kind of crazy. Tuesday, I got Starbucks, had lunch with my dad and my nephew Joey and Nikki. My nephew Nikki literally I was wearing like a regular shirt and he AI'd a Yankees jersey on me and sent it to the group chat of my dad, my nephews, and my brother and myself, and wrote, "Some Mets fan we have here." And literally it looked like I was really wearing it. That's how crazy AI is. Which I don't support, but I do like AI cat videos, but I don't like AI art or anything like that. But I'm just a sucker for cute animal videos. So I had a really good chicken Caesar wrap at this place we went. Then my dad and I watched some movies. I spent time with my dad and I had cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. I actually had half a slice this night, and this night. So I got 2 pieces 2 different times, and I had half a slice. Like, I split it in half because, unfortunately, I don't have a Cheesecake Factory by me. Then Wednesday, it was the first day of July, my niece picked me up, and we got coffee in the town where my dad lives. I think I had a creme brulee iced latte. Then we went to Barnes & Noble. I think I got 2 books and she picked out 2 books or 1 book. I think she only wanted 1 book because she was doing a lot of studying because she took the MCAT recently. So she was in July and beginning of August was doing a ton of studying. Then we met up with my dad and my sister and we went to lunch. We had lobster rolls. We got coffee in the town where the restaurant we ate was. And then I spent time with my dad. Thursday I had a YouTube binge. I got a bagel. I spent time with my dad, and I had Ben & Jerry's. They have a store where my dad lives. Friday, it was my sister Kathy's birthday. I had a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel sandwich. I had my flight home. I came home to Happy Meal. My boys really were missing me and wanted to cuddle a lot. That has not lasted. I went to a Mets game, although Mango has cuddled with me a lot yesterday and today. I didn't go to a Mets game. Sorry, I think I'm still in New York. I watched the Mets game. Saturday was the 4th of July. I had cat cuddles. I was binge watching something. Oh, I think my mom and I was catching up on Next Gen NYC and The Valley from when the episodes from when I was away. And then my mom and I had a lazy day. Then my mom and I watched a movie, and we watched the Macy's 4th of July fireworks special. Sunday, I did laundry, I had cat cuddles, I planned, I watched the Mets game, I cleaned, and I watched Sunday Night Baseball. Don't remember who played. So all of the scripts I use are mainly from the same shops: Scribble Prints Co., Caress Press, Winter Designs, Magical Sticker Co., Carlea Plans, Plannahannah. I think I said Winter Designs already. Letters to Apollo. I think that's pretty much it. Scribble Prints Co., Magic Prints Co., which is no longer open, Scribble Prints Co., Stick with the Plan Co. I'll feed you when I'm done, buddy. I'm almost done. Carlea Plans, The Coffee Monsters Co., Krissy and Designs, The Coffee Monsters Co., Carlea Plans, Stick with the Plan Co., The Coffee Monsters Co., Scribble Prints Co., The Coffee Monsters Co., Scribble Prints Co., Carlea Plans. I think this is Rose Colored Days. I'm not sure if she's open anymore. The Coffee Monsters Co., both of these. Scribble Prints Co., Once More with Love. Carlea Plans, The Coffee Monsters Co., both of these. Stick with the Plan Co., Carlea Plans, Scribble Prints Co., Fox and Cactus, The Coffee Monsters Co., Once More with Love. Once More with Love. Fox and Cactus, The Coffee Monsters Co. I think that's Planner Pixie Co. The Coffee Monsters Co., Stick with the Plan Co., Peanut Butter Taco, and Once More with Love. I really love how this spread came out. Then we have the week of July 6th through July 12th. This kit was not in my kit lineup. Sorry, I was just checking the time. This kit was originally not in my kit lineup, but I really wanted to use it. It was a Scribble Prints Co. mystery from either last year or the year before. I can't remember. I used it with I paired with it the foil it came with, the stars and sparkly gold champagne lights. Monday, I got Starbucks. I went grocery shopping. I got Happy Mail. I cleaned. I planned. I watched the Mets game, and I had cat cuddles. Tuesday, I planned. I was pulling stickers for a memory spread. I got Happy Mail. I cleaned. I watched the Mets game. I was in my feelings. Wednesday, I cleaned. I filmed. It was very hot. Honestly, I can mark that every day of the summer pretty much, but I don't mark it all the time. I had cat cuddles. I spent time with my mom, and we watched movies. Thursday, I had my infusion. I did laundry. I was tired. I watched the Mets game. I read. We had pizza for dinner, and I went to bed early. Friday, I had Starbucks. I went to Target. I read. My mom and I went to dinner with my sister, my brother-in-law, my niece and nephew. I had ice cream at home, and I had cat cuddles. Saturday, I read, I filmed, I was in my feelings, I watched TV, and I cuddled. I just realized I messed up here. This sticker was supposed to go here, and the script was supposed to go here. I hate when that happens. Sunday, I did laundry. I watched the Mets, I think. I was in my feelings. I had a lazy day, and I binge watched something. I don't know what. Couldn't tell you. What did I watch this? Oh, I think my mom and I were, I don't know, maybe. Oh, I think I was binge watching the last season of Euphoria. Grin and Bear Plans, Paper and Milk, which is sadly no longer open. Stick with the Plan Co. Sweet Ava's Paper Co. Stick with the Plan Co. I think this is Sparkly Paper Co., but I'm not sure if they're open any longer. The Coffee Monsters Co., Once More with Love, Carlea Plans, Plannahannah, Stick with the Plan Co., The Coffee Monsters Co., Carlea Plans, Stick with the Plan Co., Once More with Love, Stick with the Plan Co., The Coffee Monsters Co., Carlea Plans, both of these, Scribble Prints Co., and Stick with the Plan Co. Buddy, I'll feed you in a little bit. I really love this foil. Wow! July 13th through July 19th, I used the SPC Mystery. I think this was the April mystery, but I'm not sure. Anna of Cafe with Anna just posted a plan with me with this that I watched earlier today. And I think she said it was the April mystery. So I really loved it. I paired it with a mix of hollow and sparkly hollow, but I feel like there was a lot of good options for this. I think silver would have looked good. I think fun foil, lavender, anything like that. Monday, I read, I was in my feelings. I had ice cream, I had cat cuddles, and I watched the home run derby. Tuesday, I slept in, I filmed, I watched Netflix. I think my mom and I were watching season 1 of Ransom Canyon. I got Happy Mail, I had cat cuddles, and I watched the All-Star game. I always enjoy the home run derby and the All-Star game, but for some reason, the All-Star game this year just wasn't exciting. The home run derby was, but I feel like the All-Star game, like, wasn't that exciting because it was very one-sided with the score and everything. I think I went to bed in the 7th inning, and normally I always watch the whole game. Wednesday, I had a best friend date with my best friend Amber and her daughter Anastasia. We got Starbucks. We went to Target. We also went to some other stores. Usually we go to TJ Maxx, Home Goods, and I think we also went to Michael's and Office Depot. Yeah, we did go to Office Depot this day. We had pasta for dinner and I had cat cuddles. Thursday, I got Happy Mail. I pulled stickers for my other memory spread, which was this one, I think. No, it was either this one. No, it was this one. Sorry. I did laundry. I watched TV. I was in my feelings. I had cat cuddles, and I watched the Mets game. Friday was my nephew Nick's 18th birthday. I had my brain MRI. I got Starbucks. I went grocery shopping. Spent time with my mom, and we binge watched more of Ransom Canyon. Saturday, I slept in. I bought stickers. I got my Once More with Love, Letters to Love subscription. I filmed, I watched the Mets game, and I was binge watching something. I don't remember. Anyway, if I made my own scripts, I would write what I watched. Sunday, I watched the Mets game. I cleaned, I watched movies with my mom and spent time with her. Grin and Bear plans, The Coffee Monsters Co., Carlea plans, Stick with the Plan Co., Paper and Milk, Bubba Bear Studios, Carlea plans, Bubba Bear Studios, Coffee Monsters Co., Carlea plans, Scribble Prints Co. Oh, that's from the kit. Stick with the Plan Co., Stick with the Plan Co., Carlea plans, both of these, Paper and Milk, Scribble Prints Co., Fox and Cactus, Stick with the Plan Co., Carlea plans, The Coffee Monsters Co., Stick with the Plan Co., Once More with Love, Carlea plans, Once More with Love, Carlea plans, Stick with the Plan Co., and The Coffee Monsters Co. Then the week of July 20th through July 26th, sorry, just checking the time again, I used this beautiful kit from Linner Designs, which was new art for this summer, called Summer Loving, and I paired it with a mix of lemongrass and gold. I really wanted to do like some type of blue, but the only blue I had in my foil stash was sparkly blue, and I knew that didn't really match with this blue. Monday, I had Starbucks, I read, I binge watched something. Couldn't tell you again. Like I said, the things I binge watched this month were the last season of Euphoria, Quarterback, Season 3, Ransom Canyon, Season 1. I had pizza for dinner, or we had pizza for dinner. I was tired, and I watched baseball. Tuesday, I booked my flight, and this was my flight, so it ended up being very expensive. But my dad was like, when are you coming up again this summer? And we figured this time worked better because then I would be able to see my nephews and my niece before they went back to college. I read, I filmed, I did laundry, I organized my stickers, I had a YouTube binge, and I watched baseball. Wednesday, I had a YouTube binge, I planned, I had takeout, I watched the Mets game, I watched movies, I had cat cuddles and spent time with my mom. Thursday, I filmed, I cleaned, I had pizza, I had cat cuddles, I spent time with my mom, and I watched TV. Friday, I got Starbucks and Chick-fil-A at the airport. I had my flight. I went to Target, mainly to pick up my coffees. I read. I had dinner with my dad. We went to the restaurant where my nephew was working for the summer. I was tired because I had gotten up early for my flight, and I didn't sleep well the night before. Saturday, I spent time with my dad. I read. I got Starbucks. I did some sticker shopping. Oh, I think this was when I placed my order from Shop Jessica Hearts. I watched movies Sunday with my dad. Sunday, I had a YouTube binge. I had a lazy day. We had pizza for dinner. I spent time with my dad, and then we went over to my brother and sister-in-law's house. The Coffee Monsters Co., Grin and Bear It Plans, Frank Hearts You, which is no longer open, Carlea Plans, I'm not sure where that's from. Oh, I think that's from the foil bundle. Stick with the Plan Co., Paper and Milk, Carlea Plans, the Coffee Monsters Co., Stick with the Plan Co. I love this so much. It's wearing like a watermelon shirt. Carlea Plans, both of these. Once More with Love, Carlea Plans, Stick with the Plan Co., Miscellany Boulevard. I don't know if she's open any longer. Carlea Plans, the Coffee Monsters Co., both of these. That's from the foil bundle. Carlea Plans, Caress Press, the Coffee Monsters Co., and Stick with the Plan Co. And the last spread is July 27th through August 2nd. This I used Poolside from Scribble Prints Co. because I thought I was going to be swimming in my brother's pool more, but I didn't actually swim at all. Monday, I had a YouTube binge. I got Starbucks. I spent time with my dad. We got sushi. I had cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory. Like I said, I did it again where I put the stickers down wrong. And I did a memory spread for this week, too. Anyway, I hate when that happens. Mets game. Tuesday. I feel like that hasn't happened to me in a while. And then it happened to me in, like... Where was the other spread where I did that? Was it here? Yeah, here. 2 times in 1 month. Tuesday, I had a YouTube binge. I read. I got Starbucks. I had Malibu Bay Breezes. We went out to dinner. My dad, my brother, my sister-in-law, and my nephews. Wednesday, I got Starbucks. I get Starbucks almost every day when I'm in New York. My dad and I had... Oh, no, we had dinner, and then we went to the Mets game. I went to the Mets team store. I got a Bo Bichette shirt, and another shirt. I had ice cream at the game, and we watched the Mets game. They lost this game. They didn't score any runs. They lost 1-0, or 0-1. Thursday, it was Anna of Cafe with Anna's birthday. I got Starbucks. We went to Cheesecake Factory, and I got a really good BLT and fries. We went to Barnes & Noble. I got cheesecake, and I spent time with my dad. Friday, I got Starbucks. I had lunch with my dad, my niece Olivia, and my sister Carrie. We got sushi. I had a YouTube binge, and I watched the Mets game with my dad. Saturday was the... beginning of August, I got Starbucks. I had an early lunch with my dad. We went to the Mets game. My dad and I split a pastrami sandwich. And when I did the memory spread for this, I was like, for some reason, I can't remember how to spell pastrami, and I have to look it up and put it in. I never put it in, and I took pictures of the spread already. And then I had ice cream at the game. Yeah, my dad and I split the sandwich, then I had ice cream. Sunday, I got Starbucks. I got a burrito from the burrito place I like, because this was my last day in New York. We had a lazy day. I spent time with my dad, but I ran out of the time with dad scripts, so I just used a family time script. And then we watched the Mets game. The Coffee Monsters Co., Stick with the Plan Co., The Coffee Monsters Co., Fox and Cactus, Stick with the Plan Co., Krissy and Designs, Paper and Milk, The Coffee Monsters Co., Magic Prints Co., Plan With Me Stickers, which is no longer open. I think this is Kinsey's Creations, which is no longer open. The Coffee Monsters Co., Stick with the Plan Co., Miscellany Boulevard, Rose Colored Days, Scribble Prints Co., Stick with the Plan Co., Bubba Bear Studios, Fox and Cactus, Carlea Plans, Scribble Prints Co., Carlea Plans, Fox and Cactus, The Coffee Monsters Co., Bubba Bear Studios, I'm not sure where this is from, Scribble Prints Co., Stick with the Plan Co., The Coffee Monsters Co., Krissy and Designs, Once More with Love, One Time in a Million, Grin and Bear Plans, Scribble Prints Co., The Coffee Monsters Co., Carlea Plans, Scribble Prints Co., Fox and Cactus, Krissy and Designs, and Carlea Plans. And those are all of my spreads for July. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, everyone. Thanks again for watching.